Hi, my name's Anthony Cummins. Welcome to this. This is the Gateless Gate, and we are the Historical Ninjutsu Research Team. Today, we're going to focus on the concept of the Gateless Gate and the skill of the Gateless Gate, which is in the Shoninki. So it's in True Path of the Ninja, and we are concentrating on page 147, which is Goku Hiden, which is Secret Ways, and all the way to about 151. And this deals with the Gateless Gate today. So read that and then continue with the video. First of all, Stephen is going to give you an explanation on the Gateless Gate, and afterwards I will give my explanation.
Quick. Alright, what we're discussing is Mumon, or the Gateless Gate. There's actually two ways to understand this. There's the profound understanding and then a more mundane understanding. The profound explanation, the profound understanding for Mumon, literally the kanjis don't say no gate. The kanji says mu, or in Chinese wu gate, which that mu is to be understood as shunyata, or emptiness. So the profound explanation for Mumon is the gateway to emptiness, or the emptiness gateway. So again, on a profound level, what this means is the Dharma itself. The gateway to emptiness is the Dharma. The Dharma leads you to emptiness. And that's the profound explanation. Now, the more mundane explanation is related to the gateway, to this more profound explanation, and that the Gateless Gate is the how you get to it. So in other words, if the profound explanation is emptiness itself, then the almost like a parent and child, like the adult explanation, the profound explanation, and then the child, or the path of application. Okay? So therefore, the Gateless Gate means getting at the mind, or getting at the emptiness. And such a thing has no gate. There is no gate to the mind, because the mind isn't something tangible. It's not something that can be seen or touched or weighed or quantified. The mind is as it is. And so therefore, to get into the mind, there is no gate to such a thing. So therefore, that's the actual explanation of it. Is it either referring to the Dharma, or it's referring to the application aspect, that anything to do with the mind has no gate, because the mind isn't there. So there is no gate. There's no checkpoint. There's no door to go through, because there's not something there to be entered like that. So that's what Gateless Gate means. Now, when Natori Sensei is talking in the Shoninki, this now makes perfect sense, because in the Shoninki, that chapter called Gateless Gate, he's discussing the idea of getting in someone's mind. And the thing is getting in somebody's mind, or getting into the mind, that requires going through the Gateless Gate. So, for example, he's talking about how to read someone's mind, how to understand what they understand, particularly without them knowing that you're understanding it. And all he's talking about really is how to, in so many ways, read their mind, how to get access to their thoughts, which aren't tangible, which, not being tangible, they have no access. There's no gateway to it. So there's not like, here it is, go through this door. No such thing exists. So this is one mind interacting with another mind. And this is an intangible thing. And that's why it calls the chapter the Gateless Gate.
Right, so you've listened to Stephen, and we can get the concept that the gateway is the way to the mind. And it's the way to, I'm going to use this term, and I want you to take this term with a pinch of salt, but the way to enlightenment, whatever that means for everyone else. But the idea of, this idea of Mu, and the true mind on the opposite side, and access to this mind. Now, you may not know, but the Gateless Gate is actually a set of Buddhist riddles, so koans, yeah, and they're riddles. And Natori clearly knows about this text, and it's very big in Zen Buddhism, and you've probably heard of it. And the idea is these riddles are set to stop your mind from thinking logically until you reach this place of enlightenment, and to, you know, as in all Zen, the idea is to get to Mu, or to get to nothingness, you know, if you want. There's lots of connotations with all the English terms, so you've got to be careful. So anyway, we're at this place, we're at the mind, you're going through the gate, and once you go through the gate and you're into this enlightenment stage, everything is clear. Everything is crystal. Truth and untruth are found out, this type of thing. So for me, I'd like to add that bit to the Gateless Gate. Also, Natori, right? When Natori is saying this, the Gateless Gate, or this place of Mu, is a place for people to find enlightenment. However, Natori is coming from the opposite angle. He's changing this, and he is saying, now this is my opinion, because of course Natori's been dead for many hundreds of years, and he's very, obscure with his writing. But this could be taken, and I take it this way, that once you become not enlightened, but once you search on this path, your mind, you think clearly, you understand why people deceive, you understand deception. And once you understand this and you understand the truth and the wholeness, you can see when other people are lying. You can understand. So for me, in the simplest terms, this skill is train yourself in the ways of the mind, the way of Zen, the way of really understanding how humans work. Once you understand how a human works, you can go through the Gateless Gate. Because if you're enlightened, you've already been there. You understand what is ego, what is yourself, what is, all these things, these problems of humanity, you understand. So once you've been through the gate, you can come and go as you please. Because there is no gate, it breaks down. Once you've established that it's broken, there's nothing there, you can go between this barrier. So that means when you're a shinobi and you're on a mission, and you've spent years, years is the wrong word, you've spent time or effort understanding this, and you got there, you didn't just spend time, but you really got there and you understand it. When you're listening to people talk, it flags up lie, and you can go into their mind. Remember, I've said this before, what happens in here and what comes out of here are two totally different things, yeah? This is the truth. Sometimes it's double layered. There's the truth, then there's the thinking lies, then there's what comes out, okay? Remember this. But let's make it simple. In here, there's the truth, and what comes out of here is what you want the world to know. So if you're actively lying, there's a truth inside there that you have to twist and give out. If you're not lying, it still goes through an unconscious, or sorry, I should say a subconscious twist. Okay? So Natori is saying here, you've got to get into their minds through the Mumon no Ikan, through the Gateless Gate. You've got to understand the way humans work in the mind. Once you go in, you can understand what's happening. But your way in is through their movements. Natori, of course, through their facial expressions, and through more than anything, what they say. And not only that, especially with an impident, collectively what people say. So you take all this information, you've got all this stored. That person doesn't know you're a shinobi, and they're speaking away. They might not even be speaking to you. You might be listening from the other side, and you know what is a lie, what is truth. You have passed the Mumon no Ikan. Okay? You are in there. You are discovering it. So Natori is taking the concept of I think it's 12th century document, a collection of riddles about attaining enlightenment. He's twisting that round, and he's using enlightenment to get to the point where you can reflect. Like they always talk about the mirror, or the polished ocean, where water is so calm, the mind is so calm, it reflects the truth of the other words. This means when water is doing this, the mind is doing this. It means the wave of your thoughts is going through turbulent water. It's deflecting, it's reflecting bad, it's twisted. When you calm this, everything else comes in and you see it for the truth. Okay? These are not easy concepts. This is proper difficult. Yeah? This is really... So I'm trying to make it as simplistic as possible. So my final word here is, there's an old text. It's about enlightenment, finding your way to move, emptiness, without human burden. Yeah? Natori is saying, go and learn the Gateless Gate. Go and learn about enlightenment and Zen and understand how to make a quiet mind. Then, on a shinobi mission, keep that quiet mind. It will reflect lies. And you will be able to know what the other person is thinking. Not because you're mind reading, because you can tell the signs. You can understand what's happening. And you know what is going on. This is an amazing trick for a shinobi. He even said this is a superb trick. This is not something you learn. This is something that takes not time, effort to understand. Sorry for the ramblings. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoyed Stephen's explanation. And please leave your comments. Please have a read. What do you think? Yeah. Just to let you know, I've done a new book which is In Search of the Ninja. I've done an entire chapter on Mumo Camp. My thoughts on this, and tried to put this into words. So I hope you enjoy. Okay. Goodbye.